Hello everybody, welcome to this playthrough for Rookie Division with the tournament win for the Gokasho 9-hole cup here in Golf Clash the game. Video sponsored by Golf Clash and Playdemic. And before we start, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Also visit golfclashtommy.com for more Golf Clash related content for free. Last but not least, get the ultimate tournament guides or the ultimate tour guides on patreon.com/golfclashtommy, link directly in the description down below. Follow the info box on the right hand side to get the club distance and elevation adjustment combined with what ball and club type I do suggest you to play with. You don't have to follow what I do suggest, but there is always a plan behind it. In the end though, let's freaking go to hole number 1. For hole number 1, we will be starting by using the driver that gives us the most power possible, in this case the extra mile level 6. I'm using 2.5 bar topspin, 2 bars of side spin to the left and red ring by the rough line. Adjustment is going to be maximum distance plus 10, and as you can see we're playing with a power 1 ball which is called the Quasar. It's a free to play ball, so it's a ball that you can get in a free chest, pin chest, silver, gold or platinum chest. We're getting the ball up the fairway. We're not gonna complicate this in any shape or form. That's going to leave us with a sniper shot towards the pin. And here I will be positioning myself very close to minimum distance line and bounce over the rough. The reason I'm not going for a rough bump is because we do not possess the amount of topspin needed with our sniper level 6. And therefore we're gonna have to just back up a little bit and using 1 bar of side spin to the right, half a bar of a backspin. The backspin could be debated though, as it's very hard here in this situation to guess the rollout from our sniper 6. So those of you playing with sniper 7 plus will have an advantage based on that, as you will be having a much better ball guideline to play. You see we went back to the minimum distance line. Great ball to the right, and here you can see the lucky part for us. Here we come in hot and right that pin for a lovely eagle. So what do? We need to obviously make sure we're not going into the minimum distance line. We also need to make sure that we are adding a little bit more backspin because we are lucky there to get that ball to drop. For hole number 2, I will be playing with my Goliath. And the reason I want to play with the Goliath is because we do need a decent chunk of topspin, which will be a trouble with Backbone and Grizzly in lower levels. So in the end though, we're looking to use the red ring, bottom part of it, by the rough line, playing with 3.2 bars of topspin. You will see I'm gonna get there in the end. So 3.2 bars of topspin and 1 bar of side spin to the right. The plan is to have the second bounce to be just by the top before that little hole is coming, if that makes sense. And trying to have the ball guideline towards the pin. This is a very difficult par 3 to drop. It is fairly easy to get fairly close to the pin, but to drop it, it's gonna, we are going to have a decent chunk of luck here. Bouncing on the fairway, on the fairway, on the fairway, and then we roll towards the pin. So as you can notice, there is a lot of things that needs to go our way here if we're gonna get that ball to drop. But if we can get that close, we're eventually gonna drop it a time or two. And that is what I'm aiming for. We're using the Marlin ball because we don't want to spend any better ball. There is no point. Medium distance plus 10 is the adjustment here for hole number 2. For hole number 3, I want us to play with a power 1 ball, side spin 1, wind resistance 2. And what ball is that? That is the Navigator free to play ball that you can get easily from any type of chest in the game. Adding as much topspin possible and then 1 bar of left spin. You can see that the second bounce is just approximately half a ring outside from the rough. Adjustment will be maximum distance plus 10. So we do adjust, and it's time to take our shot. And now we will be playing with a close margin. And the reason we do that is because we don't have more topspin on our drive. So we do need to play very close to the rough, and the plan is to not clip the rough, which is absolutely perfect there. And we're gonna get up to around, as you can see here, 300 yards. Second shot is going to be played with a sniper towards the pin. And you can see here that we are just in minimum distance of our club, and that's absolutely perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. So 1 bar of backspin, you can see that I leave the ball guideline to go through the hole approximately 1 green square. And now when it comes to the adjustment, we will be playing minimum distance, no elevation whatsoever. So we're gonna make sure that we do have the wind arrow pointing completely north before we're pulling our rings. Adjustment is 2.7 rings for a 3.5 miles per hour. Time to take our shot, and obviously very important to have a chance here. We do need to hit perfect, and if we hit perfect, we're gonna be looking to get an albatross, or at least getting close to it. In the end though, we're getting it right at pin for a lovely albatross here on hole number 3. For hole number 4, I'm gonna play it very similar to how I played the golden shot. Second bounce into the hole before we're adding spin. That's the starting point. Now we add spin, and I'm going to play with 4 bars of backspin here. No side spin whatsoever. And you can see that we are getting the ball guideline to be a bit to the right of the pin. So we're not going to use any side spin whatsoever. Just going to leave it there using 4 bars of backspin. Now, adjustment for the tee shot is going to be maximum distance plus 20 power 1 ball setting, which is 1.8 rings. Make sure to zoom out enough so you don't have the trees in your way when adjusting for the shot. Now, obviously, in the end, it's all about hitting perfect, and we're gonna bounce on the fairway, on the green, and then roll nicely on the left side of the cup for an hole-in-one. In the end, I have adapted this play based on really the golden shot, as we've had the golden shot with this type of similar method a lot of the time. So I think it's going to be great value in doing the adjustment that I'm having here and having a good chance for hole number 4. So it may become silly of me using a power 5 ball here, and the reason I do that is because we do have the possibility to win Berserker Ball in the golden shot. But if you don't have any power 5 balls, you can do equally well with a power 3 or a power 4 ball. I do think there is value in pushing it hard on this hole, especially making sure that we don't have to go with overpower, especially with clubs that has a bad accuracy. So, half of the yellow ring inside the rough to the right. I'm using 4.5 bar topspin, 2 bars of side spin to the left. I adjust maximum distance plus 15. Then I push up to max, and then we will apply a little bit of curl to the left, just so it cracks the adjustment ring, and no overpower. Perfect ball, and we're looking to get this ball to bounce on the fairway over the rough, like we do there, and then roll to be as close to the green possible. And now we do have a splendid chance making an eagle. However though, this wedge isn't easy. You can see how high this ball guide is going up. You can see that we also are very close to maximum distance of our club. Here there is great value in playing with wedges that do have a good ball guideline. That could be all from a Firefly in a low level. It could also be Rapier, it could also be an Endbringer. But if playing with very low level clubs, like I'm doing here with the Skewer level 5 for an example, the guess of adjusting this shot is actually extremely difficult. And I end up to actually miss this one pretty wide to the right because I don't adjust enough. And so obviously, if you play with a par 5 ball, make freaking sure that you're getting an eagle out of it at least by making a much better adjustment with your wedge. No matter what though, a Berserker ball here is definitely an advantage if you can play with some. If you cannot, you can go with a power 4 or a power 3 ball. The only thing that you do need to have in mind is that you may need to go with some overpower, and that could cause an inconsistency in the result of your drive. For hole number 6, we do have a headwind, so here, pushing it hard, there is not really any point in doing so, in my opinion. So, 4.5 bar topspin, 3 bars of side spin to the left, red ring by the rough line to the left, but more importantly, the ball guideline to be straight down the middle. Here, in the end, I'm not pushing this one hard at all. I'm using a little bit of overpower, half a ball of curl to the left, and even if I hit great left, I'm like miles away from the nearest rough with my first bounce and also with the ball after it has been having its roll. Second shot played with a sniper towards the pin. Here there is, an amazing advantage for those playing with sniper level 7 plus, as you then have a ball guideline to use. Here we're gonna have to guess if we're aiming at the hole or if we're aiming on the right side of the hole or left side of the hole. And so once again, sniper level 7 plus has a major advantage here. But with sniper level 6 we do our best. I adjust medium distance plus 10, and based on that, I don't really know if our target is pointing towards the pin or not. I cannot really say if we do need to change our adjustment or not. The thing that I can say though is that the ball comes in a little bit too hot to my taste, so 1 bar of backspin would be better than half a bar. Hole number 6 will be tough with lower level clubs. I do feel it's going to be a good opportunity if you do have higher level clubs to get an albatross. For hole number 7, I'm going to play it really simple. I'm going to use the Guardian and I'm going to use its backspin and take away the bunkers completely from play. Now I'm aiming with the second bounce to be approximately 1 green square before the pin, as you can see, but pointing at the pin. Adjustment, which I will be doing, is a minimum distance with a 10% over adjustment, which is going to be, as you will notice here, it's going to be 1.7 rings. So we adjust 1.7 rings. We're using a Marlin ball as we don't really need any side spin whatsoever here. We do, however, have a great value in reducing the wind a decent amount. So we bounce and we bounce a little bit short. Maybe we could move up half a green square or something like that towards the pin. Do I expect this one to drop a lot? No, I don't. I play this one for a birdie, as I do believe there isn't really any other route with this short amount of time to be dialed in that's going to be superior the way that we are playing now. So take the birdie, but obviously we do have a slight chance for an hole-in-one for hole 7. For hole number 8, we're gonna have headwind. Here we use the driver with the most power possible. I want to play with a katana, as I do believe that's going to be enough. Sure, you could go up to a kingmaker if you want to, or a titan, but I think there is value in saving those balls on this hole. Max curl to the right with extra mile level 6, which is a little bit more than half a ball. I'm using 4.5 bar top spin, 3 bars of side spin to the right, and in the end I'm using 3 rings of overpower. You can hit great left and great right with your drive and you'll still have no problem getting the ball to bounce on the fairway. Second shot, I play with my Thorn. I do love the Thorn as that's my favorite short iron. Here, I would love to play on the fringe, but I do think we would be risking going in between clubs if we would be having that as a starting point. Using 3 bars of backspin, aiming at the fairway before the fringe, and now it's all about the position with our ball guideline. We do not have a 4.0 or better ball guideline with a Thorn level 5, so we're gonna have to guess a little bit. Adjustment here in the video is maximum distance, no elevation, but we should have played this one medium distance, no elevation instead. As you can see, we're not in maximum distance by any means, so it then does make sense that we are missing the cup on the left hand side. Perfect ball, and as you can see here, we bounce on the fairway pretty high up, and that makes the ball miss to the left. So we needed a little bit less adjustment there. So play medium distance, no elevation instead, based on the drive that we had here in the video. Then we're gonna have a very good chance making an eagle on hole 8. For hole number 9, I do believe there is great value in playing with a kingmaker. I don't really like playing with a kingmaker from front tee generally, but I think on this specific hole, I do think we can simplify the eagle a lot. First, a no movement drive, meaning that I'm starting with the quarterback, I'm not touching my target until it's time to adjust the rings. 3 bars of topspin, 1 bar of side spin to the left, and then the ball will sit nicely up into the top left corner. Maximum distance plus 10. And even though I adjust into overpower, I'm not using any overpower whatsoever. Second shot, I play with the big dog. The reason is because I do want to have 6 bars of topspin. If I don't have 6 bars of topspin with a big dog, go with whatever wood club that gives you that. Those of you playing with Sniper 10, obviously go with the Sniper 10 before the big dog. You can see that I'm adding the spin, then I'm having the second bounce into the sand, pointing towards the bunker there on the left. Medium distance, no elevation is my adjustment here with the big dog, which is 1.2 rings. Now, when I'm done, I will be applying max curl to the right with the big dog. And now I do hit great right, sorry, and I thought I was in trouble, but I'm definitely not. You can see that I have a lot of room, and even with a perfect, we would be having no problem rolling through the rough and out on the fairway or on the green. Maybe we could go a little bit more to the right with our starting point, just not being that much to the left, but that's up for you to decide. In the end though, this becomes a much safer eagle than it has ever been. So we're not gonna lay up, we play aggressive, and we go over the water, giving ourselves the best possible chance making an eagle on this tough par 5. Thank you so much everybody for watching this playthrough for Rookie Division with the tournament win for the Gokasho 9-hole Cup. The video here is sponsored by Golf Clash and Play Demi. Make sure you get our ultimate tournament guides on patreon.com/golfclashtommy, link directly in the description down below. Thank you once again for watching, and good luck in the Gokasho 9-hole Cup.